Hello, hello. So I decided today I would do another story time because something really funny happened that brought up a memory. So it's been a couple years now. I live between New York and LA, so at this point I'm in LA. So on Sunday, sometimes I like to go down to Vermont Avenue and shop for t-shirts, like, band shirts and that type of stuff. So I am going shopping. I get inside the store and see this guy. He's talking to the store lady, asking her about, these pants that he wants to buy, so on and so forth. So eventually he turns around to me and he asks my opinion. So I was like, I said, they cool, but you're going to have to tailor them. So he's like, all right, cool, So we end up talking and he's laughing because he's like, yeah, she was just going to let me buy them, da da da. I said, but, they cool. You just going to have to, tailor them so that they fit you, because he was kind of a tall guy. So as we're talking, I'm like, damn, he fine. I said, look at me picking up something on Sunday. So we talking, da 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 da. So he's like, we realized we both into interiors, so on and so forth, interior decorating, furniture. And he's like, yo, what are you about to do? And I was like, well, I don't have any plans. He was like, you want to do lunch? And I was like, yeah. So I'm like, so we continued to talk for a bit. And I was like, let's go to Soho House. He was like, all right. He said, well, let me run and change my clothes. I'm right around the corner. So I was like, all right. So I kept, on my journey, I went to the bookstore. Blah, blah, blah. So he ends up coming back. So we in the car now, we talking, having a great conversation. And he gets a call. So when he gets a call, he's like, oh, yeah, he was like, this is my wife, He's like, I met this cool girl, blah, 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 blah. So I'm like, oh, okay, well, guess that's that. But he's still mad cool. So I'm like, whatever. So we get to Soho House. We're having a good time. We order some food, a drink or whatever. And he's like, yo, I'm going to this party in the Hollywood Hills later. He was like, you want to roll? And I'm like, hell yeah. So as we are leaving Soho House, I said, yo, I want to go by my house, to change, since we're going to the party. Now, mind you, we leave Soho House, it's probably like 8, 9 o'clock. We, probably gonna get to the party like 11, but I'm like, yo, let's stop by mine, we'll listen to some music, I'll get dressed, whatever. So when we get in the house, he's like, yo, he likes my house, so on and so forth. And we're talking, and I was like, all right, I'm gonna go ahead and get dressed. So I go into my second room and I realize there's a chair that is missing. And I'm like, okay, I know I didn't take it upstairs because it's kind of like a decorative chair. And it's not a chair that I would put on the roof. So I go up to the roof, I double check, I go to my upstairs, I have like a loft area, it's not there. I'm like, yo, this is weird. So I'm telling him, so now we looking all around the house, to both of us, because I'm like, yo, I'm thinking I might be losing my freaking wig. So he's helping me look around the house, whatever. Chair don't reappear. Fast forward. So I go ahead and get dressed, do my hair. We now on our way to Hollywood Hills. So we get to the hills. The house is fired. Like the people are real cool. It's mad people in TV, film, entertainment, creators. I meet, a couple of directors. It's like really, we have a great time. We there till like 4, 5, 6 in the morning. Like we don't leave until like the crack of dawn. So when we leave, I'm like, yo, do you mind staying in my spare room? Like, I'm still kind of freaked out that the chair never reappeared. Like, where the fuck is the chair? So he's like, yeah, sure. So he stays in the room. Now, rewind. When we were there, when I came to change, he was like telling me how he was there, like throughout the day, he was telling me how he was in LA to do a consulting for this interior design project. So he was like, I wrote them this email because, we've been going back and forth about pricing and this and that. So he's like, well, you look the email over. So I'm like, yeah. So I look at the email. The email's like, subpar. But I fixed the email up. He's like, thank you so much. I don't think nothing of it because everybody's not great at emails. Cool. So fast forward. So he ends up staying. We wake up. We go to breakfast. I end up dropping him back. Through the week, we kind of communicated a few times because he was still going through the thing with the interiors. So, I'm thinking like, yo, I started off with a Sunday of chill and ended up with a really dope Sunday. Like I met this cool guy, who's married, but, friend worthy. I went to a party in the hills. We had a great time. We was at Soho House. The DJ was dope. Like, it was just like everything compounded the next thing. We had a great time. So fast forward, we communicate through the week. About, I'm gonna say the next Monday or Tuesday, I get an email from him. I'm like, an email? So I open it up. Do you know that this motherfucker sent me an invoice for services rendered, talking about he did interior design work for me because he rearranged my living room furniture? First of all, you rearranged my living room furniture while I was getting dressed. I didn't really take it any kind of way because, we both into interiors. It's aesthetics. It's not a huge deal to me. But you took it upon yourself and then you decide you want to try to bill me? Let's backtrack. First of all, we went on my Soho House membership. I drove us there, didn't ask for any gas. You stayed at my house. Granted, I requested, but I'm also like, what kind of grifter are you? So the dude ends up being obviously whack. Like, how you going to try to, really? So the whole thing goes on, and when I tell you I wrote him an email that was going to light him up, but I said, you know what, Anitra, in my mature age, I'm going to just leave it and not say anything, because maybe he'll get the point, like, you got to be kidding me. Which seems that he did, because I never heard from him again. But fast forward, let me tell you how small the world is. I'm not going to tell you who it is, but 6 months later, I hear that he has a sibling who is famous. And when I look at this person's show, I'm like, you know what? It makes sense, because he seems like he's messy as hell too. But I could not believe that. How you, after that beautiful ass day and that dope building session, you sent me an invoice? I couldn't believe it. But only in LA. That's some LA shit to me. I mean, I don't want to dog LA. I love LA. But, they be on, like, dude was posing, obviously, because his little furniture thing never went through. I don't believe. And I think he was trying to make money off me. But I was just like, you got the right one. So another story in the life of Anitra. That's how it works.